How's it going today, guys? Trucks and Water here, and today's video is a Q&A for the month of February. Got my questions ready to go, but before we start out with, I'm gonna do the most common questions I get that a lot of people still ask me. The front end redo is gonna happen in February. I've already narrowed down that, and then my wheel, tire, and suspension setup. It's on a 2-inch leveling kit from Rough Country. The keys cranked up 1.25 inches from stock ride height in the front. On 3000 or Pro Comp 3000 series shocks, great shocks, highly recommend them. Rough Country steering stabilizer, 20x12 XD grenades with the milled accent finish, -44 offset with Nitto 420s S's, 305x50x20. So that's the common setup on the truck. Those are the most common questions I've gotten so far. So now we're gonna start with the other questions. And before we start these questions, if you want to be part of the Q&A for next time, make sure you ask unique and different questions. So start off with William_Bell. Where did you take your truck to have the new torsion keys put on? So he's talking about the leveling kit. I took mine to G&T Tire down in Clinton, Tennessee. I think that's the address, Clinton or Norris, Tennessee. I forgot how the jurisdiction works, but anyways, that's where I've taken it to. The suspension guy there is phenomenal. I highly recommend him. He's a great guy. Colt Dean 97. Are you excited about Daytona as I am? LO, can't wait to roll out with you. If you don't know, me and Colt, of course, his Instagram tag will be popping up. He also does a YouTube channel, so check him out. We're rolling down Daytona this year. Future video on that and how we're doing the rollout. If you want to be part of the convoy down Daytona this year, future video on that coming out probably in the next month or two. I'm not sure yet, so keep an eye out for that. But man, I cannot wait to go down Daytona. Briggs_BuChamp, if I said that right. If you have a choice to pick up from an older style or newer style Chevy, what would it be and why? If you're referring to a different, like another truck on the channel and keeping this one, I would probably get a 2014 or 2015 style because of the front end, the way it looks like an OBS truck like this, or a 2016 to 2018. I love those body style trucks. I like the cat eyes, but they're not my favorite year. And a round eye is really, really cool. I would love to restore one and build it, but they're few and far between, and people are asking a lot of money for them right now. Bad_Z71, if you're able to swap a completely different engine in your truck, what would it be? My dream engine to swap in this truck, if I had the money to do it, because I had to put a new transmission and a bunch of other stuff in it, would either be a 427, an LS 427X or 454X. About anywhere between 600 to 800 horsepower would be fan-freaking-tastic. That would be my dream setup in this truck. This is a two-parter. Zoo_327, would you ever powder coat your suspension and do track bars? If they can make a coilover suspension for these trucks, bolt-on coilovers, not completely custom, but bolt-on coilovers, I would totally powder coat everything, suspension, the whole 9 yards, and do. I will probably eventually do track bars. I might even want to do the 3-inch lift, because the way these axles, the way the drive shaft did with these axles, they can wrap the axles and put a lot of stress on it. Even though the engine's not powerful whatsoever, just the way the axle and the the drive shaft, how they are and how long mine is especially, you can still have axle wrap and stuff like that. So I might throw some track bars on. And he asked 24 valve 5.9 Cummins or 7.3 power stroke. If it's based on the 99 or 98.5 and up to 2002 24 valve, I would go, if it's a clean one, of course, Cummins. Cummins is like the most well-known, most reliable diesel engine ever made, roughly, give or take, depending on who you ask. But the 7.3 is also a very reliable and good power plant. You can make a lot more power cheaper, though, with a 24 valve Cummins than you can a 7.3 power stroke. That lifted _98 Yukon, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being super illegal and 10 being perfectly legal, where does that windshield tint stand in Tennessee? If you haven't watched the videos on that, tags will be popping up now. I got a lot of flack for the cop video I made about law enforcement and window tint and stuff. I want to make things clear right now. This is not to suck up to the cops around me. They all know who I am anyways, or anything like that. This was to show if you're respectful and responsible, they usually don't bother you. Tennessee, I would say, generally is about a 4 to 6 on the scale of windshield tint. Now, if you're at Rod Run or something like that, they're going to be a lot more strict because they're also looking for other stuff in your vehicle if you're drinking and driving or anything like that. But Tennessee, for the most part, is usually a very chill state when it comes to that. Austin_William when are you going to commit and go the Indy 400 four-wheel Jamboree? I would love to go to different events this year. I've got some big plans, though, that I'm saving up for and other stuff for this year, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to do it. But if I can room with some people or whatnot and save on the cost like that, I would love to go. Colin Arhus, how many miles have you put on the truck since you've owned it? I bought the truck with 159,000 miles, and right now it's at 239,000 miles on the body since I've already swapped out the engine into a new 350. So roughly I put almost 80,000 miles on the truck since I owned it 3 years ago. Darlin_Taylor19, what's the next thing you're doing to Ashley? Other than what people know of, which is the front end and the paint and body correction with the trim molding taken off, I want to do a bigger 3-inch lift and 22x14s. Parish_Z71, if you could change one thing about your truck, what would it be? Honestly, well, there's two things. I would love to have the year of these trucks where I had the push button 4-wheel drive, that some of the newer years, like I think it was 97 or 98, or just 98, can't remember, they had the full wheel auto. So when you pressed it, it would sense that you're slipping and kick in the 4-wheel. So I would love to have that feature, and also the third doors. Mine does not have a third door option. That was in 97 when that came out. So I love to have a third door on this truck. Williams_Castillo15, have you played sports? When I was like 3 or 4, my mom put me in gymnastics for like a month. I don't know why. I did the soccer thing when I was a kid, did karate for like 5 or 6 years, loved that. After karate, I played basketball for 1 year, but I wasn't very good at it at all. I was okay at defense, but shooting-wise, I sucked. But other than that, I just did hobbies like dirt bike riding, building trucks, and mountain biking, really. Wicked Truck Society, here is my question. I know it sounds a little self-centered, but I'm seriously interested in your opinion. What do you think about me being my age, running the page, and taking all the responsibilities that come with it? Do you think that I'll ever make it big with work I do? And please criticize me on things I could do better and these I could mistake. If you don't know who he is, guys, follow his Instagram page. He's a fantastic kid. I met him. He's a humble, awesome kid. Buddy, in my opinion, you're doing everything right. You're not into drama. You're not into, like, criticizing people. You post funny crap. You post some awesome trucks. Keep doing what you're doing, man, and keep going for what you want, and you will be successful in your life. I can see it happening. Trucks of the U.S., how much money have you put in Ashley so far? If I had to estimate, including the cost of the truck, the engine swap, and everything else, I would probably be around 12 to 14, 15 grand, somewhere around that nature. Bit67, when does the next project start, or will you be buying a tow pig and getting crazy with Ashley? I get this question a lot on what's going on with the tow pig. Right now, since I have the new motor with the warranty, I'm probably going to get another gas truck because I don't have a reason to tow this truck anymore. Now, if a diesel comes along that I can afford and it's what I want, I will buy it, and this will be sitting on the back of a trailer. And once I get my own house and garage, I'm tearing this whole thing apart, and actually 4.0 will be like the complete redo of this truck. Everything redone on this truck. But that's where I'm at the moment. Logan Cross 303, would you put a KOLOS on your truck? If they make them for my truck, yes. And if anyone knows that makes them for these trucks, comment or DM me because I want to know. Country Trucks 2021, how long do you plan on keeping Ashley? Forever. PS Chevy _32, Life 32, Trucks and Water. In the future, when you come to Minnesota, do you want to film a truck review on my K10? Love the videos, cleanest K1500 out there. Thank you so much for the support, man. No, it's on the cleanest 1500 out there. She's got some blemishes and spots I gotta fix. But anyways, when I do head to Minnesota, we're gonna make a whole vlog series on you. You've been one of the OG guys of the channel. Follow his channel, guys, for some awesome OBS content. He's building a K10, so I cannot wait to see this thing done. Now, the YouTube question part. Would you ever consider putting a windshield visor on your K1500? I have but it's just not my style. So I'm probably not going to. Colin Meir, what about a sound system, or is that just not your thing? I do want to put a small bass in here, redo the door speakers and stuff, but I'm not huge into sound systems. As long as it's clear and crisp and I can hear it just fine, I have no issue with it. I want Trevor's score. I want an offset 20x10 set of wheels, but don't know what offset to get. Suggestions. I have a K1500. 20x10 is usually how I think like a negative 24 offset. So it has a little bit of a lip. My recommendation, because you're gonna want to get upgrade, is just go 20x12s. It's got a nice negative 44 offset, especially on the K1500. It looks so good. So that's what my recommendation is. Lucas the Gamer, do you think you'll ever get a dirt bike or four-wheeler to haul around and take to the river, or would you be worried about the truck heading down there? I do want to get a dirt bike. I'm not a four-wheeler guy, so I do want to get a dirt bike. If I'm going to get a four-wheeler, I'm going to get a side-by-side. But I will haul it around with the truck, no problem. Just park it and drive the dirt bike down there. This truck does not go off-road. Unless it's on a grassy field or something, I just don't plan on bashing this thing in the woods or whatnot. That SRT dude, or, as y'all know him, Zach_Horn93. Hey brother, I know you plan on removing the trim on your truck. Would you go all to paint match on the truck? Would you consider paint matching the tow mirrors and doing a set of track bars painted match with the new wheel setup coming in the future? As always, take care, bud. Keep up the hard work and doing big things. See you at Rod Run, pal. If you know, okay. This guy is awesome. Make sure you follow him because he's building an aluminum body F-150. It's gonna be so badass. Cannot wait for the new wheel and tire setup on it. But anyways, I do plan on color matching the tow mirrors. I'm going to go with the 2015 style tow mirror when I do that. Track bars I already talked about. I am going to color match the whole truck basically, except for a few different blacked out things to give us some like some difference in it. But I cannot wait to get everything done this truck. So I cannot wait. Would you ever do cab lights or roof mounted light bar on your truck? No, that's just not my style. The cab lights I like them on a 2500 and 3500. On a 1500, it's just not my style. I'm not putting a roof mounted light bar on this truck. You have to drill into the truck. I just don't want to do that. And that's going to be it for this video, guys. Thank you all so much for commenting. I hope I got to everybody's comments and got through with it. Like I said, if you have any comments or questions in the future, make sure they're different and unique and they don't get asked a crap ton. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you like the video, leave a like. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Join the Trucks and Water family. We're constantly growing, changing, and trying new and better things. All of you have a great day, and remember, never give up on your dreams.